What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Silky Pixels. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm showing y'all today how I got this picture. And so first, I already had her skin drawn out and everything, her layers. So right now I'm just drawing the base of the outfit. This is the first thing I'm doing, is drawing the base of the outfit. And then after that, I'm gonna start on the skin. And don't this video, a lot of parts of this video may be sped up because this edit took about like 3 hours to do, so it may be sped up a lot, but I'm only gonna do 2x. I'm not gonna do like 3x or 4x, nothing. I still want y'all to get the gist, but it's gonna be sped up because it took about 3 hours to do this whole edit. So now I'm about to draw the stripes on the outfit. I had found this on like Pinterest because I was about to try and download a brush, but apparently it's already a brush in the IBAS paint thing, like that come with the app, that is like stripes. So I wanted to make the outfit like kind of like striped ethicas, like the ethicas, the bracelet and the shorts. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm just trying to line the stripes up so that they look like she's actually sitting down with the shorts on. Next, I'm going under that layer, still clip down to the clothing layer, and I'm just giving the lines, what's that called? The seams of the outfit some definition, and I'm just like drawing it out with the airbrush, and then I'm gonna come behind the airbrush and clean it up with the eraser. So I went ahead off camera and added her accessories. So now I'm just doing the skin. I've been trying to add the accessories and stuff into the picture off camera just so I don't have to keep like editing myself going in and out of my gallery. So right now I'm just drawing the what's the word I want to use? Like the contour color of the skin, the darkest shade that you'll see on the skin. And I just use that to outline any harsh lines to separate the skin so it looks like actual skin. Separate the collarbones, the arms, the fingers, all of that good stuff. So that's just what I'm doing now. Now I'm doing the highlight color of the skin. That's the lightest part of the skin. And I'm doing it all over her arms and hands and thighs and legs. And I'm also going to do it on the other hand. And the other hand is a separate layer, y'all. I made it a separate layer because I knew I was going to have to do a lot of like defining on this picture. So I just figured it'd be easier to make the arm a second layer rather than add it on to the bottom layer. It would just be easier. So after I do the highlight layer, I just do a light layer of the undertone. If you can see the little palette I have when you zoom out, I have everything labeled so that way I know which one is which. But yes, I just take the undertone after I do the highlight area, just to make sure that her skin matches her face, because everyone has undertones to their skin. My my IMVU character's face has more of a like orangey kind of undertones, if I like orange reddish, like almost scarlet undertones on her skin. Now I've put down a layer of multiply, and the multiply layer is just going to add a shadow to the skin without having to use black, the color black. So basically I just take the darkest color from that palette and I just go back over the darker color that I did before, and I also go underneath the clothes and around the body just to give it more definition and make her look more 3D. Now I'm doing the ad layer with the skin texture brush. This is just to give the skin a realistic texture, to make it look like the skin isn't just super smooth. I do this on the arms, the thighs, the stomach, the chest, and sometimes on the fingers, not all the time on the fingers. I'm also doing another ad layer just to give the skin some bounce, to make it look like there's light bouncing off of the skin. This is super important so that your avatar doesn't look flat, or she doesn't look like she's sitting in a dark room, almost like that. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it's very good for making sure she doesn't look flat. Now I'm just putting on her press-ons. These are the original press-ons I dropped. I should be working on some more soon, but yeah, I'm just putting her press-ons one by one. And the best way to do it is to line them up. Not necessarily line them up, but like flip them horizontally or vertically, and just try to make them go the same way as the fingers are on the edit, so that way when you do the lasso select and move them around, you won't have to overdo it. So So now I'm going to start on her face. I'm going to still be using the palette in the upper left corner to start on her face. And I'm going to start off with contouring her nose and her cheekbones. And then I'm going to work my way over to her eyeshadow and her highlight. So as you can see, I'm doing the eyeshadow, and I'm just using the blend tool to just blend out any harsh lines with the eyeshadow. And I wanted it to match the inspiration photo to the right, if you've seen that. It's just like a cow print eyeshadow. I posted myself on my story with this like a few days ago, but mine was pink in real life, and I ended up making this one pink as well. But when you're doing the eyeshadow, I usually use the fade pen brush. The fade pen brush is really great for that, because even though it's like a hard circle brush, it's not super like thick to where you can't, you know, blend it out for the transition colors in the crease before you cut the crease with the eyeshadow. But yeah, I just made this eyeshadow layer, the cut crease part, I made it a regular layer. I didn't merge it down yet, and then I ended up merging another layer down, and I used a cow print brush that I found on Pinterest. It's on my Pinterest board. I'm gonna link my Pinterest board again in the comments, in the description, like I always do. But yeah, it was just a regular cow print brush, and I just used it to add the little specks onto the eyelids. I'll also clip down another layer of Multiply, and I'm just going to use a dark shade from her face, and I'll line her lips so that way her lips look like almost like the 90s lip combo. And then I'm probably going to add some pink to her lips as well. Now I'm going in with a layer of soft light onto her face, and I'm just contouring her face. I tried to go over the eyelids, but because it was so bright, I couldn't do it. But I just went over her cheekbones, her nose, and her eyes, even though you really can't see it. Now I'm starting on the add layer when I'm like adding highlight to her face. And I use the skin texture brush again, and then I go over it with the airbrush just to give it a nice full airbrushed look. Almost like, I don't want too much texture because then her skin starts to look a little lumpy, but I did want enough texture to make it look like skin. Now I'm adding jewelry. Shadow to all of her jewelry that she has on. I ended up making the wig black. I don't know if you saw it was blonde before. I ended up making the wig black because I didn't want it to take away from all of the other accessories and the makeup that she had on. So right now I'm just adding a little bit of definition to all of the jewelry that she has on. So this part was slightly, not necessarily difficult, but a little new. So my last video with the star nips, I call it star nips, but I turned her phone case from pink to yellow. And in this one, I was trying to make the purse match the phone case, and it came out a decent match if you don't stare at it too long, but I wish it would have been like that color, but I refuse to use AI, so I had to make it work, but it came out really cute. Now I'm just giving her a shadow, and I just, you know, usual brightness, contrast, hue, saturation, and lightness all the way down. And I'm just angling her shadow to fit her body. I wanted the shadow to bounce off of the nails and under the purse and all that good stuff. Now I'm just adding my final little touches, you know, the shine to the jewelry, all of that other stuff, just to make the picture look how I wanted it. I almost added like some fur boots, but I didn't like it, so I ended up deleting the layer. But yeah, I'm just adding just a little bit of, you know, that extra to give the picture the look I want to give it. But this is pretty much it. And this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.